Hey, yo.
Huh?
Hey, little Goomba asshole.
Uh-oh.
I'ma stomp on your head and eat your ass. Come here. Come here. Slow down, motherfucker. Oh, man. I'ma get you now, man. There's a mushroom over here.
Oh no.
Come here, you. I'll eat you. Nom, 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 nom.
Uh-oh.
Hey, y'all. Where you at? Come on, mother. There you is. Come here, come here. I'ma get your ass. Come on. Hey, y'all. Yeah, hey, y'all.
Can't kiss me.
Man, I'm feeling kind of funny. It's like I can kind of see the music. Yeah. Well, what the hell kind of mushroom was that? Man, forget your Goomba ass. I'm a feeling groovy.
VRified
What's up, player? Yeah. Yeah, living there talking head. Coming to you live with Daigo and that absolutely ass, punishingly annoying animated ass hat. Carl is here too. How you doing, Daigo? Fuck you, cartoon Carl.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey, yo. Carl. The hell you wearing now?
Chris Pratt.
Chris
Pratt?
Chris Pratt? Man, why in the...
Yeah, why in the name of
What in the...
St. Beverly and the Hillbillies are you dressed as Chris Pratt?
Oh, come on, man. You said you wanted me to be the movie Mario, but you didn't want me to be Bob Hoskins. So what was I supposed to be? Chris Pratt. He's the new movie Mario.
Yeah, could you not be the CGI Mario? I mean, wouldn't that... Does that not make more sense?
Well, I've rigged the CG model. I'm in it now. I'm not going to change now. Took me hours to get in here. I don't just wake up looking good. It takes time. It takes effort.
Motherfucker. Damn. Alright. Shit. So tell me, man, what's it we're doing today?
Well, Ed, today we're back in Dolphin VR mixed reality. I tried to think of other games that would work well in mixed reality, and we've had success with third-person 3D games that take place in limited spaces. So like Mario 64, when you load a level, the entire level loads up, but it's self-contained and each level is small enough that it works. Same with Luigi's Mansion, you load up a room at a time, it works really, really well. You get a 3D kind of diorama effect with both of those games. Fantastic. So we're back with another Mario game.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, look, I know. I mean, it kind of looks like we have a hard-on for Mario, but that's not really the case. These games are just, well, they work really well in mixed reality, which is so strange because obviously 25 years ago, they weren't envisioned to be played this way, but they just work. It just works so well because you can remove the skybox, you can scale everything down so that it fits within your play space, you can walk around it, you can lean in, lean out. it's just, it works. It really works. Now, what you're going to notice here is some issues. With Paper Mario 64, which is the game we're showcasing here, you will notice some flickering backgrounds. Now, they can be removed. However, in order to do so, I need to find HideObjectCodes for each and every one of those. Now, it's not as simple as it might sound. Every scene has a different one. So I have to go into every scene individually and remove that flickering background. So it will happen, it's just going to take some time. So this is just like an initial release, shall we say. There's also a limitation within Dolphin VR which is acknowledged by the creator that at times the character textures will appear black. Nothing can be done. As I previously mentioned in other videos, Dolphin VR was abandoned. It doesn't look like anyone's gonna pick up the baton and run with it. It's remained stagnant for that time. Anyway, those two limitations are there. One we can fix, being the flickering backgrounds. It's just gonna take some time. The other we unfortunately cannot do anything about. That being, sometimes the textures for the characters appear black. It's a slight annoyance. It happens very rarely, but it does happen. Okay, so Cartoon Carl?
Yeah?
Let's go ahead and show these guys how to get this up and running. I mean, if they've seen our other mixed reality videos, I'm assuming it's the same.
Yeah, it's identical actually. So if you guys have come into this from any of the mixed reality videos already in the playlist, then you'll know exactly what to do. But we'll go over it again for the new people. Alright. So, first thing you gotta do is get Dolphin VR, link in the description. Alright. Go ahead and open it up. On your game, right click it. Go down to properties. Okay? Edit config. And in the description you're going to find our configuration text. Copy that and paste it in over whatever's there. Save it. That will ensure the correct scale and 3D strength for Paper Mario in mixed reality. Alright. So that is step 1. Step 2 is in virtual desktop. Alright. Now these settings are important. In quality, make sure you don't go any higher than high. Ultra won't work. Okay. For FPS, do not go higher than 90. It will also not work. And over here on the right hand side, make sure your Snapdragon option is switched off. Okay. Now scroll down to the pass-through section and click Enable. Go ahead and click Configure, and on screen is our settings, so go ahead and copy those if you want to. Alright, making sure that the color selected is black. Alright, that's it. Now when you boot up the game, you may notice that the game is floating in the middle of your play space, in the middle of your room. Alright? That is because all the settings can be saved apart from the camera moving up and down. Don't ask me why, that was never implemented in Dolphin VR. So, although you can save the camera forward and back, you cannot save the camera up and down. I don't get it. Something you never did. But anyway, to quickly adjust it, press and hold Shift on your keyboard. Q and E will move your camera up and down. So, whether you want to play this on a tabletop or on your floor or wherever you want to play it, just adjust the height until it matches where it is you want it to be. That's it. Now you're ready to play Paper Mario 64 in mixed reality. Alright.
Thanks, Carl.
See you all in game.
Freaking Chris Pratt, seriously?
Hey, stupid ass.
Come on.
Anyway, okay. So that's it. As you see, it's basically the same setup as all of our other mixed reality titles using Dolphin VR to date. So the only difference being the configuration file. And as I said, the HideObjectCodes will be updated. So no matter when you're watching this video, we will update it from time to time with HideObjectCodes. So whatever version you download, that is the latest version. Okay, anyway, moving on. So, what is Paper Mario? Well, Paper Mario actually started off life as Mario Story, a sequel to Super Mario RPG on the SNES. Now, during its development cycle, Paper Mario kind of deviated, kind of went in another direction. So, it didn't resemble Super Mario RPG anymore. It still had elements of it, like the combat system, the battle system, but it had deviated enough to warrant it being its own entity, its own thing. Now, Super Mario RPG is something that shouldn't have worked, but it actually did. It's Mario and all those related characters, but in a JRPG setting. Now, this was handled by Square, who you may or may not know are responsible for the Final Fantasy series. So the gameplay was actually pretty much identical to the Final Fantasy series, and indeed JRPGs of that time era. Paper Mario development team kind of looked at that, and although yes, Super Mario RPG was a huge success, they looked at it and went, okay, we don't understand why this was a success, but okay, it was. However, there was a huge demographic of people out there who don't play role-playing games, who do play Mario games. So they wanted to appeal to those guys too. So while they didn't strip away the RPG elements at all in their entirety, they're still there. They brought back core Mario gameplay elements, like, you know, he can jump, he can attack, you know, platforming sections. They're back in there, so it's like a hybrid game. Paper Mario is a hybrid game of Super Mario RPG and traditional Mario games. The art style is also very unique. Essentially everything is like a cardboard cutout, like a paper cutout. Like, if you've ever had a pop-up book, you know, when you open the pages and the various figures, they stick up, but you know, they're flat 2D images. That's what this is. So the art style, everything is a flat 2D image. And you can see it when the characters turn around, you can see that they're completely flat. It's really, really cool. So, as the name suggests, they are basically Paper Mario and paper-related characters. Very interesting, unique take on the Mario mythos. Love it. Okay, so Paper Mario released as Mario Story in Japan, Paper Mario in the rest of the world. Huge success. Huge success in Nintendo 64. It was fantastic. And you know, spawned its own series, and it's celebrated and loved. Now each title within the series kind of brings something new or something different, to the point that now it barely resembles the original Paper Mario anymore. And yes, there are fans out there who don't like the changes, who swear blind that the original two games in the series are the best, and you know, they're all different. It's neither here nor there. It is what it is. But anyway, Paper Mario was followed up by Paper Mario The 1000-Year Door, which improved on pretty much everything in every way. It was released on the Nintendo GameCube, so it took advantage of the power there. It was a huge leap from the original Paper Mario, which was released on Nintendo 64. Fantastic game. It didn't really change too much, so it was more of the same of Paper Mario, but better, faster, more colourful, yeah, more of the same. And that was followed up by Super Paper Mario for the Wii. Now, Super Paper Mario seems to be the most beloved title within the series. This kind of shifted from 2D to 3D. Now, the other games did have 3D sections, otherwise there's no way we could have gotten this game up and running in in mixed reality, but there you have it. This allowed you to change it on the fly, you know. It kind of went with the concept of Paper Mario being like paper tin. It went with it, so if you find you can't traverse a certain area in 2D, switch it to 3D and you'll find a way around it, and vice versa. Fantastic. Okay, and that was followed up with Paper Mario Sticker Star, and this is where things kind of deviated a lot. Really went into mad territory, experimental territory. That was followed up with Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, Paper Mario Color Splash, and recently Paper Mario The Origami King, which was a fantastic return to form on the Nintendo Switch. And recently announced Paper Mario The 1000-Year Door, that's the second game in the series, will be getting a HD remaster soon, to be released next year. So it has a very storied history, a huge fan base, and it appeals to Mario fans, old and new, RPG fans. Yeah, it's a fantastic series in its own right. Now, the mixed reality version that we've come up with here, as you can see, the entire world is displayed in 3D, just like Luigi's Mansion and Mario 64 before it in mixed reality. It's in a diorama, kind of looking down at a 45-degree angle, 3 walls as opposed to 4. Have it in your living room, have it on your tabletop. It's as though you have this giant pop-up book. You've opened it up on page 11. Whoa! And woo! There's Mario. Absolutely fantastic. Now, what I really love about it is, yep, you can walk around and you can see all the characters of paper tin as they are represented in the game. It's just really cool. It's another dimension, which incidentally is what Super Paper Mario on the Wii was all about. So it's kind of gone full circle a little bit there. Now, for the other two titles on GameCube and Wii, they should also work, because they will work with Dolphin VR. Obviously, the configuration might be slightly different, and the configuration will get more complex the newer the game and the newer the system it was on. So Nintendo 64 is the easiest to configure for. It gets more complicated with GameCube, and it gets infinitely more complicated with Wii. So, well, I say complicated, really what I mean is time-consuming and soul-crushingly draining of energy. But we'll look into it. So, for now, you can enjoy Paper Mario, as intended in mixed reality by us. You will notice flickering screens in the background, because we haven't removed them all yet, but we are actively working on it. And you will also notice, at times, black textures on the character models. Nothing can be done. This was a known issue, it was never addressed, and it was abandoned. Unfortunately, that is what it is, but those instances of black texture models, they're few and far between. It doesn't really upset things too much. Like, it's noticeable, but it doesn't really hinder anything. It is what it is. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Another game to try out on your fancy new Quest 3. This will also work on Pico 4, Quest Pro. It even works on Quest 2, which is what we use because we are poor. But I hope to get a Quest 3 soon. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It will work on those systems. So go ahead, guys. Download, enjoy, and put down in the comments what you think. Is there any other Nintendo games you'd like us to maybe attempt here? Let us know. So I guess we're going to leave it there, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, queries, any critiques, put them down below. If indeed there are any games you'd like us to look at VRifying in the future, put those down below and we will presumably get back to you eventually. You can also follow us on TikTok for our adventures over there, which are basically condensed versions of what we do over here. And yeah, follow us on all social medias. All links will be in the descriptions, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you there also. Alright, VRified Games out.